There is a mass exodus upcoming at Kaizer Chiefs, and some of the names that are on this list are actually very surprising. Some of them we've already discussed, but some of them I looked at this list and I was like, oh. The other list I made myself, but this one has been reported and revealed by Sokala Duma, and Ukol has also published a story based on this. So, who are these players? Some of them are like, you already know, but some of them you don't. So, let's talk about it. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pilo, I am your host, and this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Khosi Football Club. You missed that, didn't you? So we are going to start with the ones that are obvious. So the first one is Rangachiva Vero. His contract has come to an end. He's fallen out with the fans. He's not been scoring a lot, so that's okay. We get that. The second one, we have Ubongani Sam. You expected Ubongani Sam. He's not been played the entire season. We know that Nabi was actually, he found Bongani Sam there, and Bongani Sam was already injured, and Nabi never rated him at Kaizer Chiefs at all. And you'll also remember that your boy Umpilo did say that Bongani Sam signing was a waste of time. And I also said I hate it when I'm right about Kaizer Chiefs making the wrong signings, because here we are, wrong signing, and this is what has happened. But the other signing as well, that not signing rather, but the other release that some people probably saw coming, but some people are still conflicted with, is Utebogo Potsane. That is how many? We've talked about Ranga, number one. We've talked about Bongani Sam, that's number two. Number three, it's Tebogo Potsane. So Tebogo Potsane comes back from an injury. He then gets injured. Like, Abodo Potsane, his biggest problem. He gets injured, he recovers, and while he's on his road to recovery, while playing with the team, he gets injured. Not even like on a match. Then he gets injured again. You like, we have seen more of Bonganis of Tebogo Potsane making appearances, signing things, or being on activations than him being out there on the pitch. And whenever he's been there, he looks heavy, not fat. It just doesn't look match fit, because again, if you don't play for that long, then obviously you are not going to look fit at all. And this is one that hurts me, right? The George Matlou one, because I really expected Chiefs to give him an extension. And at some point, he even did say, like, I think this was a week ago, when they were talking to him, and then was like, nah, he's just leaving things to the hands of God. But unfortunately, at Kaizer Chiefs, you get injured and you are not available the same amount of time that he's been unavailable for, then that will definitely result in you being let go, because I don't think we saw the best of George Matlou. And here's my thing about George Matlou. I believe that George Matlou, when it comes to his quality on the ball, he's good enough to play for Kaizer Chiefs. But what makes me think he's even better, or he's good enough and better than most of the players that are there at Kaizer Chiefs, is his mentality. George Matlou, when he puts on that kit, when he plays for the Chiefs, you can clearly see that this guy wants to represent. He gives it his all. He's just been unfortunate with injuries. But when it comes to what it gives the team, not just in terms of ball playing, but also in terms of the spirit and the attitude towards every match, whether small or big, it's 100%. Can never question. Because that's the thing that I question about most Chiefs players. It's not necessarily their ability. Some of them I question a lot, their ability and how they go to Chiefs. But I question their attitude, how they play bad against some teams, but are good against Sundowns and Pirates, and then they drop again against Makesi. But with Matlou, I see the same fighting spirit in every game that he plays. But then again, as we said, injuries will do that to you. By the way, before we go to the next player, this would be a very good time for you to indeed subscribe to the channel. Speaking of a good time, I think it's a good time for Happy Mashiane to finally leave Chiefs, and he's here on the list. I mean, how many coaches has Mashiane been under? Baxter, Mindendorf before him, Zwane, Hunt, and he was very good under Hunt, but it just never worked. And it was Ntsegi, and then it was Calvin Johnson, and now it's Nabi. 7 coaches, and nothing. I mean, he plays very well under Hunt, but then after that it disappears. We can't keep on making the same excuse about him and say, oh, that final ruined his career. It happens that we have a keeper like, what's the name of the keeper? Loris Karius, who played for Liverpool. He had a bad game in the Champions League final, and his career has never been the same ever again. So it does happen, but I just feel like Happy Mashan is one of those that some people did not forgive, right? But the coaches gave him opportunities. Unlike Loris Karius, coaches kind of discarded him after that. But Martian was still given opportunities under Baxter, few opportunities under Zwane, opportunities under Ntsegi, few here and there, and then under Nabi as well. He's been given like about 70, 80 minutes to play, but you just never saw anything. So you can't keep on just giving you one excuse, because at some point you have to move on. And if you can't move on at Kaizer Chiefs, then find another team where you can move on. I think Stellenbosch should be a very good team for him to go to, and then we get the other guy, Fawaz Pasadine, just things. Anyways, we're here now. We've talked about Bongani Sam. We've talked about a Happy Martian. The thing that surprises me the most is the fact that they will also add Dove to the people who are leaving. This to me makes no sense. And I'm not saying Dove is the best centre back that Kaizer Chiefs have. I'm not saying Dove is the best left back that Kaizer Chiefs have, because Naye, he has his own injuries. But my thing about Edmilson Dove, he was given a 1-year extension. He fights, man. About Dove might be in a situation whereby he might lose the ball here and there, he might misplace passes here and there, but he's a fighter, man. And I keep on saying this thing. One thing I value the most about players like about Dove is not the fact that, he's great, he has great diagonal passes, because he doesn't. But when it comes to fight, mark the ball, try to put the head in when there is a foot flying in, someone trying to finish in the back post, he's going to be there flying in. He disregards his health when it comes to fighting in matches. And players like that, I need me now. I don't need players who want to be protected, players who are thinking just about themselves. The moment you put on that jersey of Kaizer Chiefs, you represent. And that's one thing that I've seen with Dove. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem like the team or the coaches see him good enough. Obviously, there's also that other aspect of Dove, that he's a foreigner, but at this point, I expected him to be naturalized, but clearly he's not. To be registered as a South African. So there's also that aspect to him as well, that he might be getting released because of that. But for him, it's not being released. His contract is actually ending. So Bongani Sam, Mashiane, Edmilson Dove, 3 left backs gone. This can only mean one thing. Kaizer Chiefs will definitely be signing a left back. Or will they? Because there's also Aiden McCarthy, who's playing or can be played as a left back. There is also Bradley Cross, who's playing as a left back. So they might or they might not. Chiefs have done stranger things. And then we have to talk about the final player who's going to leave, and then talk about the 2 more who will be loaned out. Surprise, surprise. So the player who might be the last player is Fiat Ntwari. We've talked about Ntwari. Surprise, surprise. Apparently, Tashrik Morris will be loaned out, and Samgelo Zwane will be loaned out. The reasons for those two are clear. Samgelo probably needs to get more game time, needs to get more confidence, and he can come back to Chiefs. Morris was just a horrible signing. Was never supposed to be signed, but they did, so now they're gonna loan him out so that, well, I guess the other team can pay some part of his salary, and then Chiefs will be paying less. And number 2, just get rid of him so that he's not there, right? What do you guys think about all of these releases? Do let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, equals Alpelumoy. Subscribe. You're still here. Subscribe.